Hi, this is Christy Janelle, and it's telling me to share my referral link. So it's in the comments. There it is. Referral link to StreamYard is in the comments. So click if you would love to check it out. I just thought I'd come in here and, talk a little bit, do a test for YouTube. I've really been thinking about my content creator journey and how long I've been on social media since 2009. And in that time frame, I've had highs and lows with social media in terms of, I guess, trying to build a community, find my voice, promote different things, talk about different topics and experiences. And that has changed over time. But since 2009, upon my entry to Facebook for the first time, I've garnered over 200,000 views over that period of time. So, over the last 15 years or so, I have appeared in a documentary that got 1 million views on a trailer for the documentary about dealing with post war experiences as a former Army veteran spouse of 17 years. And that trailer garnered over 1 million views and won a Voice Award. So, those were moments where I experienced, I guess, the viral side of social media and even content that I have put out on my own has gotten, certain views or engagement. And it's been an ebb and flow. So I consider myself to be a micro influencer. I don't think I'm a nano influencer. I think I would fit the category of a micro influencer. So across various platforms, I have about 10,000 or so constituents. Now it's like I'm figuring out how to reinvent the wheel and really focus in on growing. I don't have to get 1 million views, but just growing to have a dedicated audience. So I started podcasting as a way to, get in the stream of things. But it's like these different platforms, they all keep going through major changes, and sometimes it does get frustrating. But what I'm starting to realize is just consistently showing up and having dedicated topics and inspiration to share will hopefully help me to reach my goals of growing or finding that niche audience on social media and helping me to kind of find my voice where it is now, you know, because my voice, as far as like the type of topics that are important to me to share, have changed a little bit. And I have a lot of experiences to garner from over the last 20 plus years, being in different industries like the education industry, the events industry, the music industry, um, being a creative person, um, starting over in your 40s and 50s conversations. Oh, wow. So I have a podcast called Christy Janelle Conversations. Um, as listed on Spotify and other digital platforms like iHeartRadio and Audible and Amazon. And I'm proud of my podcast. It's just I've got to develop it more. But some of the top topics that were viewed the most were a topic I did about managing a small business and doing over 200 contracts and making $500,000 in sales in 5 years. in the events industry and catering hospitality industry. And another topic that was high in views was um, I had to throw my own college graduation party. I don't know why that got a lot of views, but it did. Well, more views. So I guess people kind of wanted to hear that story. My first generation college graduate journey. Okay. I am a Sooner and an Owl. I graduated from the University of Oklahoma Advanced Programs Overseas Europe with my master's degree in human relations, and my Bachelor of Science degree is in human services from Kennesaw State University. So, very proud, also very proud that as of this weekend, both of my college alma mater football teams are playing in national championships. So, go Sooners, go Owl. Very proud of your comeback stories. It's so inspirational to see that happening. I know y'all have worked so very hard. So congratulations. You deserve it. And it's such an inspiration to me to see something that I'm connected to have that spirit of perseverance and just reinventing and recalibrating. It's awesome. Um, but yeah, like I've just been looking at YouTube videos, just trying to figure out what direction I want to take. I know I need some equipment. I want my videos to be clean and crisp, um, and that kind of thing. And I want to have something positive to put out into the world, thought provoking content, um, kind of self help, like my podcast is self help, personal growth and all of that. And after working in different industries over the last 20 plus years, like education, event management, um, program project management, small business, music, all of that, I have a lot to pull from and a lot of different topics that I could just literally just pull off the top of my head space. I wouldn't even have to really do any research. I could just talk on and on from life experience as it is. Like I was telling a student today about my journey with college and, how um, it was very personal and meaningful experience to me, but it came with a lot of challenges as a first generation college graduate. After the student told me they may not participate in their high school graduation, and I was like, you should participate in your high school graduation. Don't take that moment for granted. You will never get it back. And I went on to tell them the story of how I participated in my high school graduation, um, not only as a graduate, but I also sung the alma mater. I led the song for the student body and, you know, for the ceremony itself. And I still have the program, and that was a big moment in my journey to furthering my education, and then I participated in two other graduation ceremonies after that, which were very unique because, yeah, the first one, the first college one was with my first alma mater, KSU. Literally, I graduated, and in 2 weeks, I was living in another country, which is Germany. And while I was there, I decided to go back to school and work on my master's degree in human relations with the University of Oklahoma Advanced Programs Overseas Europe and participating in that graduation after living overseas for a period of time and then PCSing back to the States through the military and going straight to the in person graduation ceremony in Oklahoma was quite an experience, actually. It's my first time in the state. Well, maybe not exactly. I can't remember if, I don't know. I think it was my first time in Oklahoma. I believe so. But it was a surreal experience. So just in a matter of minutes, I've just been spinning off a different just life experience. Like literally, I don't have to look up any topic to talk about. I could just ramble on and do like a Q&A. What do you want to know about college, or what what are you looking to find out? Do you think it's still worth it these days? You think going to college, getting an education is still beneficial? I think so. I don't regret having that experience. The student loan system is pretty jacked up, but I don't regret having those experiences. The networking, oh my God, I just can't say enough. Um, really value the networking and the alumni groups. And in these days, you need to have circles like that of people, like minded people that you can lean into. 'Cause we're going through some tough times. So it doesn't hurt to make those connections with people who run in some of the same circles, and cross network uh, in different industries. Like I just recently did a live on Facebook called How to Build Your Networking Capital. And it's such a timely conversation, being that I'm going through a transition my own self in a career pivot. And so I needed to hear the same thing that I was talking about. And I've continued to try and, make those connections through networks and get in certain networks and, become more engaged. But, like I'm really enjoying this, and I just wanted to come and test to see how to integrate this onto YouTube through the StreamYard platform. And I don't know if the process is instant, you know, or do you, once you log off, does it like just appear on YouTube all of a sudden? Because right now I can't see myself on YouTube. Let me see if I can try to see. Okay, I just did minimize my screen and it is live on YouTube. So, but I don't, right now, I don't know how that works in terms of like, do people even see it? Like, how do you start to get engagement from just doing like StreamYard stream straight to YouTube to try to build your audience? I saw some other videos on how to do this, but I got to go back and refresh my memory on that part. So if y'all have any suggestions, hey, let me know. Like, I'm seriously thinking about doing an impromptu live on my other FB platform tonight as like a late night chat. Um, have that how I became a Sooner and an Owl conversation, since we're on the eve of the big games with OU and KSU. So I might just do that. I really probably am going to do that. So that would be like good. At first, I did, have the ability to stream across various platforms at once from this StreamYard, but now I'm back to the basic plan and I'm going to have to build up to getting that premium plan where you can stream to different platforms, multiple platforms at the same time. So, but for right now, like right now, I'm testing out YouTube. I see that it is live on YouTube, but I just don't know how people can see it, if they see it, and what do you have to do to get them to draw in on the conversation. Like, I don't know. I'm just practicing talking and testing out the mic and running my mouth. So I think I'm about ready to log off. It's been a good experience. I'm just got to figure out what my positioning is going to be for 2026 when it comes to um, growing my presence or just connecting and finding a real audience. I think to me that is the more important question I'm trying to ask myself is how am I going to really find the audience or really connect with the audience? Either that's already there or uh, keep new people who are looking for certain types of information. So, with that being said, check out my holiday experience promo on my website. I put it on the screen and let me know what you think. Okay, thank you.